Hey, welcome guys. This is AA Ringside Podcast, and we're coming for you live or almost live from New York and from Tampa. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into this. Albert, tell me about SummerSlam. What happened? What you liked? What you didn't like? What can they have improved? What could they have done better? What's going on?
Okay, so first of all, shout out to Caffeine Roasters in Tampa, Florida. It's an awesome coffee shop where I'm recording this episode live. So my SummerSlam experience, was awesome. Number one, the show was absolutely amazing, and I have to give out a shout out to my boy David, who, if you watch the Fighter Fest recap video, he was the dude in line that I interviewed. Me and him became friends. We stayed in touch all this time, and he invited me over. He has an awesome little loft area where he has a lot of memorabilias, and we just had a great time watching SummerSlam. So shout out to you, David. You're awesome, and we're gonna have him on the show soon. By the way,
David.
Anyways, so SummerSlam, I think it is the best pay-per-view that they hosted, that WWE has hosted.
For sure.
I think it's honestly the best show that they've produced since maybe WrestleMania, or I don't know. I think it was better than WrestleMania to a degree. What do you think?
Yeah, I think for sure it oversees WrestleMania. Of course, it's a WWE show. There's going to be ups and downs and things that needed to be improved.
Shout out to Simon Miller.
Yeah, Simon Miller, that's our guy.
Ups and downs.
But, I think in majority, 9 out of 10 is my overall score of SummerSlam. It was a great show. It wasn't too long. It wasn't too short. Even the pre-show matches were fucking great. I just feel like they got everything perfect, except for maybe like one or two matches. Well, I'll get into a little bit later.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it was great, and I think that they're doing a great job right now, given that the ratings are so low and that everything is about to change in October. So, I mean, I feel like it was great.
So why don't we talk just a little bit in detail about starting to highlight matches. So I'm just gonna go down the list. The pre-show, I digged it. It was okay, but let's just go to the main show. I thought, first of all, that they have Becky Lynch against Natayla as the first match. I thought that was pretty dope. I loved the match. I remember I was talking to David, and I told him it borderline reminded me of a MMA fight. Like, just the fact that it was just only submissions, and they were both pretty ruthless against each other. I never liked Natayla more than I did then. Like, I thought she brought it.
But
what do you think?
I feel like the whole my home country thing was kind of like played out, because as soon as Becky came out, it was like, Becky. I was like, oh yeah. Fuck, man. Look at that. You're coming off as
that kind of sucks.
And I feel like it was actually a pretty good match, given that it was a face versus face kind of thing. They kind of made Becky look like in-betweener for this match, but it was for sure face versus face, and it was just like grit and sweat and tears inside that match. And I like the way it finished. Yeah. I like the whole reverse thing where Becky did the whole sharpshooter thing, and then Natty did the whole disarmer thing. Even though Becky's sharpshooter was kind of sloppy looking, if you notice, it was sloppy looking. But I mean,
it's not her move. She doesn't practice that move enough.
It's not Natalya. It's not Bret Hart. It's not any of them. So I mean, you get what you can get from that. But overall, it was a great match. I give it like an 8 out of 10. It was just, there's a little things they could have just improved on.
Honestly, because I can't say it was a perfect match, but overall, I'd probably give it a 9-10 split, to be honest. Like, one of my favorite spots of that match was when Natayla had Becky on the ropes. I think, was she doing the sharpshooter on the ropes?
No, I don't think she applied the whole sharpshooter.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
She had her in a... Yeah. I thought that was really, really dope. And to follow that, Goldberg versus Dolph Ziggler. What did you think of that?
Well, it was okay. I mean, I thought it was gonna be a longer match, given how it was started.
So did I.
But it was a quick little squash match. Dolph didn't look weak at all. He got his couple of super kicks in. He got a little bit of offense.
That was awesome, actually,
and it was pretty good. And I thought, for a second that something was gonna happen, something else. Like, it gave me a feel that once he called him out after he was leaving, I thought for sure something was gonna happen. And I feel like this is where they dropped the ball a little bit. Just a little. Because I thought right in that moment someone was going to come out and help Dolph Ziggler. But apparently not.
Kinda. So look, it looks like the match was about like a minute and 50 seconds. Which, again, for what we got, I thought it was okay. Like I was definitely entertained. I think maybe the match, if the match could have gone at least 5 to 6 minutes, you got DZ hitting him with the sweet chin a couple times. Maybe if Goldberg kind of hit him with some submissions. You don't want to do moves on him or run the ropes a lot? Cool, just hit him up with some submissions. Have DZ have a little bit of a defense, and then boom, you hit him with the spear. You hit him with the jackhammer. And then you do that whole finish, which I thought was pretty entertaining that Dolph Ziggler kept calling him out and everything.
I just hope that it doesn't become a whole thing where it's like he's doing this every week. Like, he already did it on Monday with The Miz, and I was kind of like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I really hope they don't do this all the time with him where he's just talking shit after he loses. Like, I really hope that's not the case.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was funny. Now, I think he's definitely one of those guys. I think there's like a good 5 to 6 guys that they definitely need to push to the moon, and DZ is one of them. Like, you don't bring DZ back just so you can squash him. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
So why don't we move on to the AJ versus Ricochet?
Well, AJ versus Ricochet. Well, I thought this was a great match, actually. I mean, what else can we fucking expect? Ricochet has been doing this for a long time. AJ Styles has been doing this for a long time.
He was Nightwing.
These are one of the top 5. Dude. These are top 5 competitors in WWE right now. I'm talking about Seth Rollins. I'm talking about AJ Styles. I'm talking about Ricochet.
Oh, yeah.
And I think these guys are killing it right now. And the whole... I mean, for sure. I think for sure this feud is over for right now. I think the feud is over.
No.
I don't think that Ricochet should get another chance at the U.S. title. Mm-hmm. But let's see. Regarding the match on Sunday, the match was pretty good. It was pretty solid. Everyone got some offense in. The OC got kicked out. That kind of factored in the match finished. Gallows and Anderson are looking fucking awesome for once in like 2 years. I think this is so fucking badass. And I love the fact that they teased Finn Balor to join the OC. I loved how they teased it. And they were like, well, if you need us, just let us know. And the whole, And I think eventually when he comes back, it's going to happen.
So, okay, let me tell you, let me give my 2 cents. Number one, I have to mention Ricochet's Nightwing outfit. That was the most badass wrestling gear that I have ever seen. Or probably one of the top. Like, that was so badass. Like, I couldn't get over it. That's number one. Number two, the OC, I think, honestly, they're on fire right now. And yes, I think that Finn Balor should join them again. And I think he's going to. However, let me put this twist in. If we're looking for a new Universal Champion, I think it should go back to Finn. Number one, we've all wanted it. Number two, he definitely deserves a shot. Number three, I think he would definitely, at least for a few months, serve well, not only for his career, but for the WWE, if he was Universal Champion. And imagine a heel fraction that has all the major championships. What if Finn joins them, wins the Universal Championship, and it's Universal Championship, the Raw Tag Team, and the U.S. title? And what if they can go against the New Day and have they add on a fourth member just for the sake of the feud? How awesome would that be?
I'm not too keen on that idea. I don't think that.
What?
I don't think that if something like that were to happen, it would be at Survivor Series, and I don't agree on having all the top titles in one match.
I mean, dude, it's never been done before, at least to my knowledge.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to be done. I think that would be too big of a main event. I think it has to build up. I think you need to have your separate U.S. title and your separate Intercontinental title be defended.
Sure.
I feel like they need to incorporate the tag team titles a little bit more, they were kind of absent from SummerSlam. No title defenses, but they're building it up because look, on Raw we have the Viking Raiders. I think they're next up.
Mm-hmm.
On SmackDown we
you
have.
think so?
Yeah. On SmackDown we have. I don't know who we have on SmackDown anymore. I really don't. Not for some tag teams.
You're talking about for the tag team, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like they're building it up, and in due time, it'll be something that it will be better. And talking about Finn Balor, I forgot to mention the last time that he did get a title shot was against Brock Lesnar, and that was one of the most awesome matches I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's true.
That was an extremely good match. The way it ended was fucking amazing. I feel like he should have won Mr. Vincent Kennedy McMahon after that match. That shit was fucking awesome.
Yes. Now, we'll talk about Brock because we have a lot to say about him real soon because of not Survivor Series, for SummerSlam. But what do we think about Bayley versus Ember Moon?
Worst match of the night. Worst match of the night. I am disappointed with this match, man. So disappointed. I thought for sure Ember Moon was going to be the contender that kind of made Bayley look good. Because it was great in NXT. I don't know what the fuck happened, who dropped the ball, who did what, but that match was fucking suckish. Like, the crowd was even, like, dead at one point. I was like, oh, man. I feel bad for the girls.
Okay. I mean, I'm just going to quickly brush over it because I don't have too many thoughts on this match, but I thought it was a decent match. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but I thought it was decent. I think the most memorable spot was the Bayley to belly from the top rope. I really enjoyed it. Overall, I thought it was decent. I didn't think it was that bad. I think they should move on from this, and it kind of shows you... I mean, Bayley doesn't really have anyone like great to fight. Like, who's she gonna fight or wrestle again? Charlotte for like the umpteenth time. Like, she don't really have anyone crazy to wrestle. So
yeah, I don't know. I hope she does. Maybe Mandy Rose. I feel like she deserves a shot.
I mean, yes, true, but I don't think that match is gonna be like memorable at all.
And unless they split up the Kabuki Warriors. I think Kairi Sane would be an awesome match against Bayley. With Asuka in her corner. Okay. That would be a fucking awesome.
I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, or maybe even... I mean, this has probably been done a few hundred times too, but Nia Jax is going to be coming back too, I think, in a few weeks. So, we'll see where that goes.
I mean, I'm always down to see Nia Jax. I mean, hearing it now... Nia Jax versus Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Champ. I mean, I don't. It doesn't really excite me, but I'm pretty sure it'd be a good match.
Yeah,
honestly,
I'm not too excited about the women's division on SmackDown. Honestly.
Yeah, me neither. Now, Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. What'd you think?
It was solid. It was a solid 6. And now let me tell you why. I don't like the whole Elias outside enforcer shit. Like, this should have been straight up you versus me. We're gonna beat the shit out of each other. It's gonna get a little crazy, and then at the end he could have pulled some shit and let KO win. But the way they're just pulling it and what happened on SmackDown afterwards, I was just like real disappointed with it. It was, it was an okay match, KO does his thing. Shane does his spots, and what else can you expect from them? At least from Shane.
Honestly, I thought it was decent. I really thought, and we'll talk about it in a few, but I really thought that this was going to be the match to end the whole Shane McMahon thing. Like, literally, no one wants to see him take up more TV time. Nobody. Like, no one at all.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on,
but
he's like the only authority figure. Like, we're supposed to have separate brands. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
As of right now, we don't need any authority figure. We don't. Like, it'll be cool to have your show manager, like how they had Paige and even Baron Corbin, or Kurt Angle on Raw, but right now we don't. Number one, we don't need the McMahons as of right now, and we don't need the whole authority figure. Like, we just don't. Like, let's just end it right now, give it a break for a couple months, and then bring it back when it's necessary.
Yeah, I think in October it's gonna be necessary when we have SmackDown on Fox.
Charlotte versus Trish. What do you think?
Trish is a little washed out. I'm sorry to say this.
No, bro. You gotta give her more credit. I think
Trish is a little washed out. She did awesome, don't get me wrong. And it was a great opponent in Charlotte Flair. And I think they did the right thing with having Charlotte out of the title pictures for a little bit. I think it's awesome. I think it's great what they're doing. But I don't know. I feel like that match had to be practiced a little more. There was a lot of shit that was like botched. I was like blatantly botched. I was like, oh man, they fucking missed that. Or when she tried to hit Stratisfaction and she hit it, I feel like it was almost like it was like reversed. Like, did you notice that? Like, she was in the air and I thought like Charlotte Flair was gonna do like a sidewalk slam or something. She fucking missed. Like, it just doesn't look like a good move against a bigger person like Charlotte. Like, okay, maybe Nita in back in the day, or Maria back in the day, or some of these other lady superstars that we had back in the day, but I never seen her do that against like Tori Wilson. And Tori Wilson's a big girl, just like Charlotte.
Yeah,
it just doesn't look good.
I thought it was a fine match. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. I was definitely entertained. There's definitely stuff that I think that could be forgived, especially just like if you have to know like every factor. Like, she's not in the ring every week or even every month or every other month or whatever, So that's number one. Number two, it's just I don't know. Like, I thought it was a fine match. I thought she did good. I thought Charlotte definitely did good. I literally screamed like a little girl when they both did each other's submission, and I thought it was a really cool match. I think it was a good send off for Trish. She says it's her last match, and you know what? I think it should be her last match.
Yeah,
like,
and
there was no one
it.
else.
There's no one else to fight.
Yeah. It was definitely like a Batista moment, like a Batista versus Triple H, like, and Batista. That's exactly how Batista wanted to go out, and I'm pretty sure that's how Trish wanted to go out, And I think it was a good farewell, and she can show up here and there, but I think I think she can go and ride off into the sunset.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a Shawn Michaels moment where he can come back every once in a while, but he's not going to get in there and fight anyone else again, And he's the only person that's kind of kept to his word apart from the whole...
In Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So now, Kofi versus Randy.
I hated the ending. It was an okay match until the ending happened.
That has been everyone's opinion so far.
What was that? Was it a count out? Was it a disqualification? Like, I don't understand what happened.
It was a double count out. That's what happened.
Well, they said it was a double count out, but look at it this way. When was he counting?
Look, I'll be honest with you. I didn't really hear it, but yeah, he was. And technically, like, if you think about it, like, that was more than 10. I mean, that's when I think, like, they should do, like, the whole New Japan Pro thing, where instead of 10, it's, like, 20 seconds. But, yeah, like, think about it. Randy and Kofi were both out there for more than 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think this is a feud that's going to continue. They already teased it on SmackDown. I feel like, what's the next pay-per-view? Clash of Champions?
Clash of Champions.
I think it's gonna be a little bit more no DQ or something like that. Something more fitting to Randy Orton's style, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Hang on 1 second, bro, because I think the cafe is closed. Let me actually double check. We are good, man. Good for another good 20 minutes. Guys, this is why you should come to Caffeine Roasters in Tampa. Like, they're awesome. I mean, I'm probably pretty sure they won't stay open 20 extra minutes every time, but yeah, they're pretty awesome here. I'm going to give them a 5-star on Google Maps. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. So, your final thoughts on Kofi and Randy?
They need to do a better job next time with being clear on how the match ends. Like, I want a period to this. I want a period to this feud.
Not a comma.
I don't want a fucking comma. I don't want a semicolon. I want a period. And I want the period to be that Randy Orton wins the fucking title and takes away from this clown Kofi Kingston.
No, you need to chill out with that, bro. Those are fighting words.
Champion.
Those are fighting words, bro. Those are fighting words.
He's not legit, and I don't like it.
He is legit, bro. He is legit.
No, let's give it off to somebody else.
I've been having a lot of fun with him as champ. I don't think there's a lot of people that he can face right now to make it really compelling. Like, I think they should have just, whether he won or lost, they should have just ended this feud and move on to something next. But at the same time, there's not a lot of people that would be compelling unless if he had to face someone like Big E or Xavier Woods, like someone he's friends with. No. Then it'd be. No. I think it'd be so compelling.
I don't think so.
Just because you don't like the New Day doesn't mean it won't be compelling,
bro. I like the New Day. I think they're a little stale. I think they need something, but I don't think they need to split up. I think they need to drop the title off of Kofi, give it to somebody like Aleister Black or one of these up and coming guys, even Ali or Andrade. Listen, there's anyone but Kofi right now. I still can't believe he beat Samoa Joe. Like, that is so incredibly, like, unbelievable.
I can see Samoa Joe taking the belt. To be honest with you, I don't want Randy with the belt. I mean, nah, I don't. I really don't. Like, I think he's in a John Cena position. And it's funny, me and David were talking about this. He's definitely in a John Cena position right now. I think, actually, if anything, Randy should retire soon. Or just have, like, a really, like, a part-timer position. Like, what else can Randy do now?
I don't know, man. I feel like Randy has done it all.
Exactly my point. So, like, what? Be champ for, I think, how many times has he been champion?
13, I think.
13? Okay, what? Be 14 time, and then what? You know, it's not like his career can elevate from here. His career already elevated. You know, so I don't know. I think he should go part-time or just little by little just go off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Bro, we need to talk about what followed after that. I've been obsessed with this moment since that past Sunday. Bro, Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor. Oh my God. And I swear, I swear to Bob, if you have any negative thing to say about it, I know it's a free country, but I will fly up to New York, fucking give you a super kick in the face, and fly back if you have any negative thing to say about this.
Nah, this is actually my favorite spot of the night, actually.
Oh my God.
Well, I didn't really catch it.
Paid off so well.
Like, what did he catch him with when he was hit the coup de grace? Did he catch him with the mandible claw?
Yes.
Yeah, it was kind of like,
what do you mean?
It looked a little weird because they started doing that whole lights in and out shit afterwards.
No, yeah, that was a mandible claw because he's been doing that for a few weeks now. He did it to Mick Foley and Kurt Angle. Dude, it was perfect. The whole match actually lasted like about 3 minutes. It was perfect. That finish was perfect. I thought Finn sold it very well. I thought Wyatt was amazing. He got probably the loudest pop of the night. I've been obsessed with the music.
Yeah, the theme was fucking
like
badass.
a rendition. It's a rendition of his old theme. Everything about that moment, it's gonna go down in history. Like, it's when you're looking back at the top 10 moments in WWE history, I think that has to go down as one of them.
Yeah,
that was amazing. I would have killed to be in Toronto. I love that whole thing. I'm considering on doing that for Halloween.
Yeah, it was kind of fucking
honestly
badass, no lie.
Dude, everything about it was perfect. Everything. Like, to me, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, this hit the 10 out of 10. This gets in golden up from us today.
It gets, and not a brown down, but a golden up.
A golden up. Yeah.
So the finale, Seth, and then we'll move on after this. So Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar, my opinion, one of the best match Brock Lesnar has had in years.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking great. Like, this was on the verge of John Cena versus Brock Lesnar back in the day. I think it was 2012.
Oh yeah.
I think it was one of the best matches. This is like almost countering AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar, which was fucking great. Which is one of my favorites of all time. It was great. Yeah. I feel like the offense in the beginning, then Brock Lesnar kind of dominating him in the middle, and then a big move, and then shut it out. That's just how it is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was a great... how long was it? Like, maybe 12, 13 minutes total?
Something like that, yeah. Like, that's an example of when Brock actually cares.
Yeah, I think he likes the new change of Paul Heyman as whatever he is.
You know what?
You know? I think he likes it.
That's actually a good point. I didn't put that together. That's a good point. Now that Paul Heyman's in charge, he's like, okay, I'm actually gonna give a damn.
Yeah, he's been on Raw like a few times in the last month. And I was like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
He built it up. He built up the feud. He fought at SummerSlam. He was at Raw. Like, I like this. Mm-hmm. I like this a lot.
So when Seth did the frog splash from the top post and landed on Brock and broke the announcer's table, Brock sold that so well. I thought Brock was gonna die. He literally turned purple. I thought he was gonna die.
I didn't think he was gonna die. I think Brock Lesnar is like almost immortal, but that looked fucking legit.
Yeah, like he sold that so well. And look, the whole finish, me and my buddy, like, we just didn't know how this was gonna go down. To be honest, I don't want to see Brock for a while. Like, if he shows up on SmackDown when SmackDown's on Fox, perfect. But I just didn't want to see him for a while. But then I'm kind of tired of Seth as champ. Like, we didn't know how it was gonna go. So I'm actually glad the way he finished. And now, because there's so much to cover in a little bit of time, let's just go forward with where are we seeing the Universal title go?
I feel like they're gonna feed Seth to Braun. Well, not necessarily feed, but I feel like that's been teased already. And
yes,
I think
for sure.
I think Braun is ready for this move.
Yes. Imagine this, because King of the Ring is coming up soon, which I am so pumped for.
That's one for that too.
out of the few highlights of Raw. This past Raw made me feel like I was on acid. That's number one. But I think that, imagine this, Braun maybe takes the title off of him, which would actually be pretty cool, because I've been dying to see Braun as champ for a while. Elias, no, not sorry. I love Elias. Not Elias. Drew McIntyre wins the King of the Ring, which a lot of people are hoping for, because I think he would make a great fit as King of the Ring, and he plays out that whole King McIntyre thing. It would give it like a Game of Thrones type of feel.
Yeah,
I think that would be a hell of a match for the Universal title. Braun versus Drew. No bullshit, like no mid card match. Like, this is the top match.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think they have to, for this whole King of the Ring thing, push somebody from the mid card up to the main event. I feel like McIntyre is already main event material. Like, they've been doing this for a while, and I agree with you 100%. I think he needs to be champion soon. But they need to take somebody from the middle of the roster in this King of the Ring tournament and star that motherfucker out. I don't care if it's Andrade. I don't care if it's Aleister Black. I don't care if it's Kevin Owens. I think they need to grab that mid-card talent. I don't care if it's Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn needs to make a fucking return. Like, he needs to be Sami Zayn versus John Cena from 2015 when he was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, they need to grab that person and fucking shoot him to the moon and have him face somebody. If it's not gonna be Seth Rollins, it has to be against Kofi Kingston. This guy needs to win and needs to be followed up correctly.
It's true. It's funny because, again, I'm a big fan of Ups and Downs from Wall Culture with Simon Miller, and he for weeks now he's been having a tally mark at every time. He started as a joke, but he ended up being right. That since he's been back, he's lost, I think, about eight matches. So Simon will have a tally mark of every time Sami Zayn would lose. And it's ridiculous, honestly. Like, they're literally just having him out there, having a decent to whack-ass match, and just for him to job out for the other guy.
Yeah, I think they need to get him in there and get some wins. Like, I feel like he would be great against Rey Mysterio. I feel like he would do great.
Don't even get me started on what they're doing with Rey.
He needs to continue losing. He needs to continue to lose.
No. You don't bring Rey Mysterio back just so you can. Okay, I get it. You're trying to build up Andrade, which is perfect. But dude, they're. It's like they're giving Rey a lot of like just shitty positions, man. Like, they're literally. I don't know, man. I just don't like what they're doing. Like, they should treat him better. They should honestly treat him better. Like, he should be. He doesn't need to be treated better.
He needs to be treated the way he's being treated now. He's jobbing out to people.
I don't agree.
He's losing. He's making the young stars look good. Every time he gets in the ring with Andrade, it's a 10 out of 10 match. And don't tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, but they're making him weak though. They're making him look so weak. Like I remember I texted you like this past Raw, like when he was force feed to say, "Oh, my family. I'm doing this for my family." Lines, like, you could just tell in his mind, like, damn, I should have just signed with AEW or signed with AAA, because they would have. Yeah, he's already a star, but it's like, to a degree, it's like, I don't know if he's on Chris Jericho's level, but imagine if they brought Chris Jericho back just to have him job out to other guys and make him look weak in the process. That's not how you do things. You make both guys look good. In my opinion, they're making Rey look really bad. But apparently there's a whole storyline waiting to happen with his son, and apparently his son's gonna get in the ring. I don't know. I'm just not liking it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But bro, guess who's back?
Who's back?
The boss.
The boss. It's boss time, like Michael Cole would say.
I did not expect it. I literally thought she wasn't going to come back. I thought she was going to join another promotion. It's funny because the moment she came out, I knew it was a wig. Like, it just looked so fake to me. But
yeah, I follow her on social media, so I kind of know that she doesn't have that hair. I think she's going to be doing something. I mean, the second hair is a wig too. Have you noticed?
Oh, I didn't. What, the blue?
The blue is also a wig.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I feel.
Nah, I don't think it is. I don't think it is a wig.
I don't know.
I think she legit, because I know she went. I love how we're talking about her hair, but I know she went blonde, but I think that was just all swerve. And in order to my knowledge, if there's any ladies hearing this, you let me know. But in order to get a color like that, you kind of have to bleach your hair in order. Actually, you should ask Bianca this, which she has her own YouTube channel. We'll link it below for any ladies want health. Or is it hair and beauty?
It is about hair. And it's about her curly experience and how she's going to be changing her hair from basic curls to, you know, fabulous, in your face. Like, damn, those curls look fucking good.
Aww.
So, what
a good boyfriend.
I'm gonna put her down in the description on her YouTube channel.
Yes.
Make sure you guys check that out.
Yes.
I'm gonna be making some videos with her as well, because I've gotten her into wrestling a lot. So she's gonna be watching some classic matches with me, and she's gonna be giving some classic reviews of what she thinks. You know.
So shout out to Bianca, my cousin, his girlfriend, and again, ask her, you know, what I'm gonna say next. But yeah, in order to go to that type of color for your hair, you need to bleach your hair. So I think she posted that photo just to swerve everyone. But I don't think her blue hair is a wig, in my opinion. But anyways, I thought
Sasha Banks.
This last Raw
was great.
Wait, hold on, bro. This whole Raw felt like I was just on a bad acid trip, and that was one of the few highlights. I loved that spot. Like, her coming back, I think will strengthen the women's division, and her feud with Becky, perfect. I can't wait to see. I hope it's not like a one-off. I hope it's because, like, you know, with her and Ronda was a one-off, Sasha and Ronda. I hope with Becky and Sasha, I hope it's at least 2 or 3 big matches.
I feel like she needs to smack the shit out of Becky Lynch and take the fucking title from her. I'm tired of the whole man gimmick. I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm winning. I'm winning.
It's kind of lost a little steam.
It has lost all of it. I lost all the gas, and I don't like it anymore. I need Sasha to win this title.
Imagine heel Sasha wins the Raw women's title, and Survivor Series we get Sasha versus Bayley.
That would be fucking
heel
awesome.
Versus face.
I'd fucking love it.
Yeah. Now, I think one of the biggest highlights of what's going on, I personally have been enjoying it. I think it could be a little better because, you know, I'm film background, I'm a storyteller. I think it could have been a little better, but overall, I'm digging it a lot. The Roman Reigns murder whodunit story. What do you think about
I think this is really fucking interesting. I love how they didn't have him on SummerSlam in a match, but I love how they did the whole backstage segment. They kind of brought it out at the pre-show with Buddy Murphy being attacked by Rowan. They added it on SmackDown last week, where now Bryan and Rowan they know who the accuser is. And apparently, Buddy Murphy wasn't even supposed to be part of the storyline. He was just in the shop by accident, crazy. And they decided that it was going to be good to just add him on there.
And how awesome was that match?
I think that was fucking great. Roman Reigns versus Buddy Murphy was amazing.
Yes. That was amazing, and that's the moment he needed.
Yeah.
He needed to shine, and that was the perfect moment.
Yeah, I think so too.
Who do you think, okay, and just so, because we have so much more to talk about, so sorry to cut this so shortly, but who do you think has done it?
At this point, it could be anyone. I still think it's Daniel Bryan.
Ooh. You still think so?
I think he's just playing with him. I think there's gonna be ending up being Bryan.
Honestly, if the story drags on a little bit and it's still compelling, they could drag it on. There could be so many twists and turns. But yeah, okay, if Daniel did it, cool. It would have been funny if he was in a hybrid or an electric car and ran into Roman's car. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So I know you did not agree with this. You didn't want. Actually, I don't remember what you said. I think you didn't agree, but me and my buddy were talking. This is actually my buddy's theory on who did it, because I mentioned this wrestler and it just hit him, and he's like, oh, "Dude, how dope would it be? What if this is so random? But what if it was Rusev?"
Now that it's kind of like sat on me a little bit, I think it's a good idea. I think Rusev.
I think it's a great idea.
I think Rusev is
great. Rusev is amazing, and this would be the type of push that he needs, especially if he wants to be a heel. That's number one. Number two, he hasn't been on TV for ages. Number three, like this could push Rusev back in.
Yeah, and I think he needs to win against Roman Reigns if they do end up going that way.
Oh, yes. I totally agree.
And that's how you push whoever it is against Kofi next.
Yes. I totally agree. Okay, so I know this is super random, but I'm going to quickly just talk about AAA, which is from Mexico, Mexican promotion, and their huge event, Triplemania. You told me you didn't have a chance to see it, correct?
I have not.
Okay. So, Triplemania happened, I think, a couple weeks ago in Mexico City. Oh my God. It is such a... I've heard of it, for forever, but it is such a great show. I got to catch some of the highlights. One of the biggest draws, they had a lot of AEW guys, but one of the biggest draws was Cain Velasquez from UFC, made his wrestling debut in a 6-man tag team match with Cody Rhodes. And I forgot who was the last partner. I could be so wrong. But, bro, this is wrestling at its finest. They had a killer clown as one of the wrestlers, and he came out to playing a heavy metal style guitar that was a flamethrower. Dude.
What the fuck?
That's a flamethrower, bro. That's, to me, that's sick.
Oh my God.
But yeah, Triplemania has the feel of something you would watch on HBO, like a boxing match. It was huge. It had such an energetic feel to it. The wrestling itself, you had a lot of different types of stars. You had stars from the AAA promotion. You had stars from Impact. What's her name? Tessa was there. What's her name? Valkyrie. Oh my goodness, I forgot her name. I can't remember her name, but yeah, Valkyrie from Impact. They were all there. A lot of Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks had a match against. Granted, I've seen since I've been going to AEW shows, I've seen this quite a bit. But Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks versus Pentagon Jr. or the Lucha Bros, and I can't remember their tag team partner's name. But that show, I mean, again, I've seen that match so many times. It was great. Guys, if you've never seen a Triplemania event or any AAA shows, I would highly recommend it. It's something new. It's something different. I want to make it as a goal of mine, either next year or the year after that, to go to Mexico City to watch Triplemania, because it is phenomenal.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
Wow.
Just believe me. Honestly.
I hope you make some space for me.
Yeah, bro, I'll put you in the suitcase.
Yeah, I fit.
One thing that I'm gonna, I have to mention, I love the way other countries treat wrestling. And when you hear the commentary at a Triplemania event or a New Japan Pro event, the commentary, even if you have no idea what they're saying, you compare how enthused they are for the match compared to what you hear fucking Michael Cole and Corey Graves. I mean, I like Corey Graves.
I like Corey Graves, and I like Mauro Ranallo. Yeah, he's really good. I like, he kind of gives it a boxing feel as well.
But bro, there's no comparison. Like those guys, especially the guys down in AAA, they treat that like if it was a soccer event. You know how you hear, those guys, like, I can't even do it like an impression, but like it's just, they get you sucked in.
It's like
they get you good. Yeah, bro, they get you sucked in. And New Japan is the same thing, and that shows you that the country itself, they treat wrestling as a legitimate sport. And that's what's missing here. And I think these, Wednesday Night Wars and even NWA doing TV in October as well, I think that's going to help it a little bit. But again, I don't know, man. At least I hope we help convince, show the people that this is very legitimate. You should get excited about this. Even if you're not a fan, how would you react when you go see a soccer game? You'd be so thrilled once you're there. But I don't know. I'm ranting on, bro. I just think we should treat wrestling, and even in the commentary team should treat wrestling like a legitimate sport.
Yeah, So we're gonna get into our closing thoughts here. We've had a lot to say. SummerSlam, amazing. Raw and SmackDown, not so amazing. But what can we expect?
Yeah.
Triplemania, watch it now. And we got a lot more content coming out. Man, we got a lot of shit coming.
Bro, all out.
All
guys,
out,
if
man.
you we are going to post something very soon, but yes, I personally will be at All Out in Chicago. Unfortunately, I can't do any of the the StarCast events or anything like that. Just really expensive, but hopefully when this channel blows up more, we can do, me and Abe, both of us can attend these events and get the content that you guys want to see. Sponsors. Maybe we'll open up a Patreon if you guys are down to support. Like we'll love you guys to death, and again, we'll get you the type of content that you guys want to see. But All Out, I'm gonna be there. I'm super excited. I'm thrilled. I'm not gonna hope for CM Punk to show up, but it'd be cool if he did, because that would be the loudest pop I would ever hear in my fucking life. That show's gonna be great. I'm excited for October, and I don't know what else to say, bro.
All right, so we're gonna bring this to a wrap here. This was Abraham and Albert, and this was AA Ringside Podcast, and we'll see you soon. Okay.
Stay tuned, guys. We have a lot of exciting things.
Bye-bye.
Till next episode, homie.